It has come to my attention that a lot of my viewers are searching for Python on YouTube, and wow, there are a lot of options for learning Python. Some of these tutorials can run for as long as 12 hours, yikes. So before you pick a video and start binging on it for hours, don't you want to be sure you're picking the right video? Perhaps the video with the most engagement would be a good sign that you found the one that people are learning the most from? Well, I would hope so. So to help you guys out, I deployed my data scraping resources to scrape all of the Python YouTube results about tutorials and then rank them based on engagement rate. And at the end of the video, I'll reveal the best ones I think you should watch based on the data. I used the official YouTube data API to scrape the search results for Python tutorial. And you can see here this endpoint. I'll put a link in the description so you can access this yourself. The search list endpoint lets me put in a criteria like Python tutorial and some other things like only to get videos back, only get the ones back in English. And it'll give me basically the same results that show up here on the search page. However, they don't come with detailed stats like view counts, like counts, comment counts, etc. that I'm interested in. For that, we need to use this videos list endpoint. I'll also link to in the description, which gives me back statistics if I provide that parameter here. Then I can get things back like the like count and comment count. Those things are also available on the web. If you click through to a video, you can see the same thing here, the like count, you can see the comment count, and the view count. So I'll leave a link to the official API if you want to write your own Python code after you learn it to access the API. I'll also leave a link to a service that I provide. Disclaimer, this is a paid service and I own the service that you can sign up for that will do all this work for you. You just put in the YouTube search query as well as your YouTube API key, and this service will query the YouTube API on your behalf and make it easy to download the results in CSV format. It'll also combine the results, so it'll go through all the pages of the search results and get you the 600 or so search results that the YouTube API will let you download. All right, once we get the data, we'll have two spreadsheets, and we can open this up here in, ironically, Python Pandas. So I'm going to assume you don't know this because you're trying to learn Python, so I'm not going to dive into the code too much. But basically, this tool lets us import CSV files and then show them on the website here using a Jupyter notebook. So I can see things like the channel and the data behind all of the top results from YouTube. So YouTube API gives me about 600 results back, and I want to see which channels appeared in the search results the most. So I can see them here. I'll also link to these in the description. So some of these like Eureka and Corey, they have the most videos on Python in the top results for Python tutorial. And we can also see which channels have the highest rank in the search results. Like, for example, out of the 600 results, a lot of these channels are ranking in the top 100 or so of the search results on average for their videos. We can also see which channels have had their content age well. Basically, we sort by the average age of the videos and see which channels with more than 10 videos have their content still showing up in the top results. While you may think newer is better, I can tell you it's a sign if these older videos have maintained their top spots in the top rankings. It's difficult to do because there are new videos coming out all the time, especially on Python. Now, what I really want to talk about, though, are not the channels, but the actual videos. And I want to look at the engagement rate for each video and the duration. So for this, I needed to use the video details that I scraped over here using that second endpoint I'm going to link in the description to get the details for all those 600 videos. In here, I do some filtering. I only get videos with more than 1,000 view counts, and I strip out some non-English ones. There are also some off-topic, like about artificial intelligence we don't want to include. And then here, I'm going to get the duration of each video, and I'm also going to calculate the engagement rate as a number of likes plus the number of comments, all divided by the view count. This is meant to reward videos where the average time someone viewed it, regardless for 5 minutes or 5 hours, it resulted in an engagement, like a like or a comment, meaning that most likely the person found the video valuable. However, it can be a little easy to get a good short video to get some engagement. It's more tricky to get a longer video, like 8 hours that we saw in the beginning, to get some engagement. So here I'm going to plot both. On the y-axis here is the engagement rate from 0 to 1. We can see some high engagement videos here. And the x-axis shows us the duration of each video. So we can see the longer videos are here on the right, and these ones here up top have high engagement rates relative to everything else. So these 5 green ones I keep highlighting have a high engagement rate times the duration, meaning that they're longer videos and people actually engage with them, which is a good sign that they're probably a good tutorial. And just to make that clear is why they're colored green. I told Pandas to color them based on the engagement rate times the duration. And then those will be colored green and the not so great ones will be colored red. And if you're wondering why all these video points are different sizes, that's because I sized them based on the number of views. You can see these top videos here by engagement times duration. They're not necessarily the biggest circles. The biggest circles are in the middle and they have the highest view counts and are thus bigger. So anyway, let's take a look and see what these top 5 videos are. Well, they definitely don't look like the original search results we saw. Remember, these are ranked based on the engagement rate times the duration, which is not how I believe YouTube usually ranks the videos. So I'll put a link to these in the description so you can check them out, but these are the ones I would recommend based on this data here if you think that engagement rate times video duration is a good metric to measure. And just out of curiosity, let's see what the two most popular videos are, those big circles in the middle. So these have a lot more views than the top 5 that we just looked at. However, their engagement rates and durations are not so good. This makes me think that YouTube may prefer videos with higher view counts that it puts at the absolute top of its search results. So we can see here the green ones do not have as many views as the other ones that show up on the top of YouTube. So I'll put links to these 5 videos and everything else we talked about in the description. Please check them out because these videos are not on the top ranks of YouTube, but they seem to have really good engagement and are long duration videos, so they should help you learn Python. Anyway, thanks for watching until the end and let me know your thoughts in the comments.